Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, here with our Red Mage, with Swoon. Vermilion Vendetta. I've spoken with Aria and it seems her memory is yet to return. The incense used must have been potent indeed to create such a lasting fog. If she cannot recover naturally, then we must rely on some familiar sight or event to jolt her senses back to normalcy. Might I ask that you take her out, somewhere to test my theory? She seems far more comfortable around you after all. At the very least, I would know from whence she hails. I shall call once more upon my acquaintance in the Yellow Jackets. Surely she has family who are searching for her. Serenia, thank you again for letting me out of that crate. I had such a lovely sleep. That awful tiredness has left me, but I still can't seem to remember anything. Outside? Well, yes, I suppose a fresh breeze might help to blow away the cobwebs. I think I'd like to see the view from the battlements. Will you join me up there, Serenia? Sure. And of course she takes the ones on the other side of this town. Look, isn't it beautiful? I've never seen anything so, Is this truly the first time I'm seeing this view? I try to remember, but my mind is a blank page. I can be sure of nothing. We will make new memories. Make new memories. Oh, I hadn't thought of it like that. It's almost a gift of sorts, isn't it? Being able to enjoy things afresh. I think I'll stay up here a while longer, just to be sure I'll remember it tomorrow. Oh, do you see that ship? How do they keep such a massive thing afloat? Fond of high places, are you? High places? No, not especially so. Why? Do you think I enjoy looking down on others? No, I don't mean it like that. I do enjoy watching the ships roll. I remember when I was a child, I would always beg my uncle to... Oh, I remember, I had an uncle. He was my only family. He tried to protect me, but... Forgive me, the exact events are still a jumble, but the memory was not a pleasant one. That day, it's all coming back in a rush. Do you think we might return to the inn? I need a moment or two. Swoon is back from his errand, it seems. If you would listen, I'd tell you what I've remembered so far. The Yellow Jackets were able to dig up a report on Aria from the records, and I hurried back to share the news, but seeing as a memory of the incident has returned, I'd rather hear a tale from the source, as it were. From what I can recall, I'd always lived with my uncle. He was a kind gentleman who would often tell me stories of my parents. I was young when they died. Too young to remember them, I think. The report mentioned that you were citizens of Limsa. Do you remember where you were when the attack came? Yes, we were on the road to... somewhere. The ambushers appeared as if from thin air and my uncle stepped forward to shield me. They killed him. What happened after that is a blur, but my memory of that moment is crystal clear. Thank you, Aria. You needn't force yourself to remember the rest. For now we must concern ourselves with our future. It would not be charitable to send you back to town alone, especially not with significant parts of your memories still missing. Yeah. Yet we cannot ask you to accompany us any further. Our journey leads us on a path to confront the very cabal whose malevolent embrace you have but recently escaped. I would go with you even so. You saved my life and helped me accept the loss of my past. If there's a chance my memory could return and lead you to these villains, then I would stay by your side. Alright. How can I refuse such passion? It seems we adopted a new companion, Serenia. The greatest challenge facing us now, however, is deciding on our next destination. The merchantman has fled and we know not whither it is bound. Isles of Umbra. I remember. They were the only words I heard them speak before I blacked out. Isles of Umbra. The Master calls. These puppets do not, nay, cannot speak idly. Ready yourself, Serenia. We cross to the Isles of Umbra and confront this master of theirs. You as well as Aria. We fight together. Okay. Then let's go to the Isles. The Maelstrom soldier tells of a steady stream of tight-lipped arrivals. It would seem the master gave us all the marionettes to the islands. I armed Aria with what I had, but... I can fight. Fight? You can barely talk, lass. I thought you were afraid of the mages who took her, but nay, 'tis a thought of ghosts and ghouls which have her all a tremble. Can you blame me? The very ground here feels haunted, as if angry spirits might burst from them forth at any moment. Like that shadow thing behind you? Ah! There's not there, lass. Now can we get a move on, or would you rather head back to Airport? I'm coming with you. We know the Cabal gathered here, we only need to find them. First we need to get past all these skeletons. We have no business with the dead. Come along. I don't like this place at all. The fallen are restless this day. Someone has riled them against us. We found them. Aria using the melee attack of her staff. They seek to delay us. Why are they holding back? That's a black mage stuff, by the way, and yeah, she uses it as a club. Arise, revenant of the underworld. Feed upon my essence and devour their souls. Another sacrifice ritual. Stay back, Aria. This foe is beyond you. I do the exact wrong thing because that is a stack marker, which means it's best to stand with Swoon there to mitigate the damage. Same thing here, you stand with Swoon to mitigate the damage on yourself. I believe it's a good idea to kill the sprites. It draws power from its minions. I will occupy the shadow, destroy the lesser spirits. That's right. Now we finish this. Yeah, there's still a bit of off there. Homie, don't flee. And we got it. The hand that controls these assassins cannot be far. Let's split up and search, shall we? Yell if you want into trouble. Who are you? Delectable. Oh. Your mortal frame brims with vital energy, an irresistible feast. Serenia, are you unharmed? Lambert? A pleasure to see you, Thrun. My, how the years have etched themselves upon your brow. That smirking bastard is Lambert. We were allies once. Ah yes, the valiant crimson duelists. Such fond memories. I relished their slaughter. The duelists live on through me, traitor. Not for long, my old friend. You shall soon share their fate. Serenia! That was a firearm. Or fire too. Crude interruptions. This is not how I wish to savor your defeat. Lambert, God damn you. You knew the man? Yes, we'll speak of it later. First, I would know where you learned to cast spells like that. I don't remember anyone teaching me. It just sort of happened. Just sort of happened? I expected you to club things with that old scepter, not fling balls of fire. Incredible. So, Aria, does this mean you've overcome your fear of the undead? But... Ah! Well, my friends, shall we return to Aleport? Now that we've unmasked the Cabal's master, I can tell you this much. He is not a man we wish to confront unprepared. Alright. As was apparent through our unpleasant exchange, I have a history with this master of the assassins. His name is Lambert. 20 years ago, he and I were part of a group we founded the Crimson Duelists. We studied the faded teachings passed through generations of Griabanians and revived the art of red magic as a weapon against tyranny. But one day Lambert simply snapped. He murdered my unsuspecting comrades and vanished into the shadows. I returned from scouting alone to discover the aftermath of a massacre. It was later that I learned his treachery had been paid for with imperial coin, but never could I find what became of the man himself. After 20 years of fruitless searching, I thought him dead. This has now become a matter of vengeance. I mean to pursue Lambert and exact a price for his betrayal, and I will not ask you to join me in this vendetta. Why not, Serenia? Your grasp of that magic will allow you to grow without the need for a teacher. As for you, Aria, I will arrange a suitable sanctuary. I will not turn you out to fend for yourself. I shall treasure the time we spent together, my friends. May our paths cross again. Should we let him go off alone like that? I don't know about you, but I feel my part in this is not over. She's right, this isn't over. Yes, Serenia, was there something else? I will go with you. This is not your battle, my friend. I will deal with Lambert alone, or die in the attempt. I can see I'm wasting my breath. You have a determined look that so impressed me the first time we met. Very well. We stand together then. You're more comrade to me now than students, Serenia, and I welcome your sword at my side. Oh, thank you. I'm coming too. I want to help save others from this monster, just as you saved me. I want you to teach me red magic. As things stand, I'm just a burden to you. If I'm to do more than be carried along in your wake, I need my own way to make a difference. You certainly do have an aptitude for the arcane. Lambert appears to target such youths for recruitment into his puppet cabal. But Serenia rescued you from that mindless fate, and now you would don the red to fight in our crusade. There's a sense of rightness to it, isn't there? Stand with us, then, Aria. Join the ranks of the Red Mages. It suits you. Serenia, soon? You look splendid, but it's more than clothes which make the woman. Help me train you as I trained you, Serenia. I pay close attention, I promise. Alright then. Oh, and Aria, there'll be no more hiding behind Serenia, is that clear? I try to be brave. We will see if she can do that, right? And time jump, go. Let's see. Lambert and his puppets are acting under Imperial orders, that much is certain. Ever since we thwarted the attempt on Master Vulcan, however, it would seem they have abandoned him as a target. The merchant's life is not worth all the assassins we cost him, I'd wager. But it will only be a matter of time before the Cabal is given new prey to hunt. I've called in a favor with a friend to investigate possible target, and he's agreed to meet us at Hawker's Round in Limsa Lominsa. Okay. Wayol! This fine gentleman here is Wayol, a former member of a company of heroes. He's been helping us with our investigations since before we left for airport. The two of them you have met, I take it? Good to see you. Mr. Wetbridge is here. Didn't mention he was on the road together. Anyhow, let's get straight to business. I did some digging into that floating fortress of the Cabal. The merchantman dabbles in a bit of trading to keep up the charade, so I started paying attention to where the goods ended up. And I think you'll find that Lambert gets his orders from the Imperial base in Northern Tanalan, Castrum Meridianum. That's your best bet, I reckon. You're a treasure, Rael. I'll pass on any new information we manage to uncover. For now, though, consider the favor we paid in full. To the drowning wench. Alright, I've been studying wet magic for hours a day. I'm still having trouble with certain spells. I don't know if I'll ever be as skilled in the art as you. You're still struggling. Well, it's not easy being a red mage. Right, we have our destination, so let's discuss the objective. We need to storm Castrum Meridianum and locate documentation on Lambert's next target. A poor choice of words, perhaps. To clarify, one of us will provide the diversion, while the other two slip inside and rifle through desks until we find what we're looking for. Better? Yes. You will be our decoy. That's me. Draw away as many of the sentries as you can and buy us the time we need. Aria, we will run you through some practice exercises. I see you have been owning your skills on various beasts, but this will be your first battle against thinking opponents, yes? Yes? Very well, make your preparation, my friends. We meet at Rauban's Push. In Northern Tanalan. Right, just as we planned, Zerinian, you best to become the center of Imperial attention. Do your best. Aria, you with me. Once inside, we'll split up to hasten our search, so steel yourself for run-ins with patrols. I hope I'm ready for this. Just keep your head and you'll be fine. You're not quite reached Serenia's level of skill, but your offensive magics are, to be quite honest, terrifyingly powerful. Your restorative arts, on the other hand, well, let me just say that the scales swing both ways. Now that I think on it, Alizé lacked balance in much the same manner. Must be something in the blood, but rarely have I met such an extreme case as you. Not to worry, we will work on your weaker aspects until we find an equilibrium. Such is the key to excelling in wet magic. Now, let us set off to work. Head around to the front of the base and make a nuisance of yourself. With the growth you've shown, I'm certain you can handle whatever those Imperials throw at you. will be sneaking in from the backside while you hold their attention. Please try not to fight all of them at once. No, the entire Imperial base would be a bit much, I believe. Okay. No, not here. This is the raid entrance. Not raid, but yeah, dungeon, I guess. Okay. Hey, Imperial scumbags, here I am. Come on, is that all you can do? Come on, die. Ah, stunned. Ow. Okay. Let's return to our meeting point. I hope everything is fine. You don't do things by half, do you, my friend? I could hear the commotion from the other side of the wall. Our foe was so focused on your battle, I dare say we could have walked out with an extra shelf of records. With an entire shelf of records. As things stand, however, we contented ourselves with the knowledge of Lambert's forthcoming operations. There is much to discuss. I suggest we withdraw to the cerulean plant where we might converse in relative safety. But it would seem the experience has taken its toll on poor Aria. Are you able to walk, my dear? Let me just put this in so we maybe there's a hope that ever works. I see the colors returns to her cheeks, Aria. Do you feel any better? Much better, thank you. I may have been pushing too hard to perfect my white magics. From what I witnessed, I'd say you have much work yet ahead of you. Keep at it. I will. Let us return to the subject at hand. shall we? We uncovered documents detailing the Empire's deployment of the Cabal, and it is much as we surmised. The Cabal's assassins spirit away youth with arcane aptitude, much like our Aria here, and deliver them to Lambert for branding. Once the cursed sigil has destroyed their wills, he fills their empty minds with lethal thaumaturgy and conditions them to follow his every command. It seems, however, that the formation of the Cabal itself was a relatively recent development. Lambert received Imperial orders to organize his puppets into an expendable force. A fearless, unswervingly loyal cult of assassins that could strike against resistance supporters in lands beyond the Empire's reach. This plan, as well as Lambert's involvement, was proposed by the Crown Prince Xenos, heir apparent to the Emperor. Even within the Imperial legions, the man has a reputation for cold brutality. Aside from his mastery of red magic, Lambert is well versed in ancient spells and rituals. Doubtless his knowledge, coupled with his singular lack of moral character, did much to curry the favor of a monster such as Xenos. And now we've come to the Cabal's next assignment. I could scarce believe my own eyes even as I read the details of the operation. Lambert's next target is the Garland Ironworks. The company of engineers founded by the great Cid Garland. As a sanctuary for Imperial defectors, the Ironworks has long drawn the ire of the Empire, and if that wasn't reason enough, the company has also begun sharing engineering secrets with the Alamegan resistance. To my knowledge, this will be the highest profile enemy the Cabal has ever been deployed against. But the operation will not target Cid himself. They have a far more effective method in mind. The plan is to assassinate Garland's senior staff. The name at the top of the list was Jessie, his deputy president. I remember her. She helped us repairing our magic armor. She wasn't very nice, but apparently very capable. Cid's ideals cannot be brought into fruition without a talented team of engineers, and the organization itself will grind to a halt without Jessie's expertise. Her loss would be a dark day for Eorzea indeed. I've communicated the details of a planned assassination to the Ironworks. Unlike Master Wilkins' case, however, Lambert has been ordered to succeed at any cost. He will keep sending his killers until the deed is done, or we will put a stop to this Cabal for good. And that means bringing down Lambert himself. Serenia, Aria, I will need your aid. Sharpen your swords and ready your spells, for we are going to war.
Okay. Soon. But we will go to war next time. Until then, I'm Mage, and don't get lost.